So first impressions. First impressions of
Relatively, it's
Enlisted.
not.
The good is it feels smooth for the most part. It has a nice scale. It feels like Red Orchestra light, which means there's a fair bit of realism on how the damage works. But while it's arcade and other mechanics such as movement and gun control, which makes it significantly less frustrating. The bad is that it seems like every other game you get a cheater or two, which is crazy frustrating. First thing I noticed is that the assets were directly lifted from Curse, which means they're functional but fair bit ugly as shit. Also, if you set everything to low as possible, make sure that the lighting quality is set to low, not minimum, as minimum will make it so you can't see well inside houses, and being outside a house looking in, you will just see a wall of black across the window, which means somebody could be on the other side of that window shooting you, and all you see is bullets flying out of a black wall. You can't really shoot that back well. It's kind of poorly implemented. Movement feels good until you get close to objects, and then get a little finicky. Your character will bounce off them. You kind of get stuck on them sometimes. It's just not good. Got stuck climbing the ladder once or twice. Also got stuck when I went to climb a ladder, and the character got stuck trying to climb the underside of the ladder, and it kind of glitched me in between the ladder and the wall the ladder was set on. I had to like wiggle my way out. It was just horrible, absolutely horrible. I wouldn't be surprised if touching a ladder at the wrong angle just creates a blue screen of death. Anyway, shooting and aiming feels nice. The ability to look under the scope when a scope rifle is really nice when in close quarters. The vehicles in Moscow feel rather balanced. They feel decent. They die from explosive charges. They mainly use machine guns to machine gun down people. So you have a nice little thing where the vehicles do good against the people, and the people do good against the vehicles. You can get different vehicles which are good against vehicles, but then they're also not as good against people, and people can still generally take them out using explosive charges. So you kind of got to choose the tool for the job that you want, which I personally really enjoy. In Normandy, the vehicles are better at killing other vehicles, but they don't do quite as much against people, which kind of ruins the balance in my opinion, but people can still kill them flat out, so it just feels clunky. The unique mechanics of the game is the fact that you have to control a squad. You control one person in the squad and can swap about as you want. When you die, it swaps you to another squad member. If all the squad dies, it allows you to spawn another squad. Assault squad seems to be the most effective for the effort put in, followed by the tank squad. So if you're starting out, I'd recommend using these two a fair bit in order to gather experience, in order to unlock things. You can hit X to tell a squad to go to a place, allowing you to split them up, skip around the map a bit as needed, or you can huddle them in a corner and use them as extra lives when needed. You can hit Alt in order to bring up an options thing or option radial, I guess is what it's called, and you can select other options there if you want them closer to you, further than you, blah 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 blah. You can also tell them to follow you and other commands. When uncontrolled, the squads are controlled by AI, and well, the AI is shit. They don't really shoot much, and when they do, they don't really hit. Unlocks help by giving you options, although they aren't necessarily an upgrade, which feels nice. In a game where the rifle can one-shot and any machine gun kills in 2 or 3, depending on where, it doesn't matter if you're firing an MP38 or an MP35. It's all just small upgrades and preferences. Overall, for a beta, it's promising. I don't see a lot of direct pay-to-win mechanics. The side seems fairly balanced on the Moscow front, anyway. Though in the Normandy front seems to have a problem where as you level, you get a lot stronger. You start with bolt-action rifles, but you're fighting people who use semi-automatics because they're higher level, and the semi-automatics have almost identical stats, so something there seems a little fuckedy. The power of machine guns also increases as you level on the Normandy front. They get faster, they get bigger, they get starting to one-shot, and it kind of feels bad. So I would highly recommend for people to play the Moscow front rather than the Normandy front. Just sum it up in as few words as possible. Good game so far. It's in beta, probably going to improve, but it really needs to fix its cheater problem. He just snipes me out of the corner. And Fierce 1 killed me while staring at the ground.
Oh, this
on
is
the ground,
you and
bleeding to death, and he shot me. Okay, and Haagen-Dazs is cheating. That's fun. He's in a window shooting me through 2 bushes in a tree, and he's tracing me.